I'd hope that people, when they think of David Obia, they think of someone who's caring about others, someone who's ambitious, and someone who likes to have a good time. Because at the end of the day, I mean, what's living life if you can't have a good time? So I'm David Obia from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm studying business administration here at the University of Michigan. Yeah, so I'm from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised to Nigerian parents who always emphasized being the best person that I could be, whether it be in academics or whatever goal that I'm going about. And so like growing up, I used to come back home from school with like, let's say I have like a 98. They would ask, oh, where are the other 2 points at? You know, stuff like that. But I'm very grateful for that experience or that upbringing because that's just translated to everything that I do. I mean, here, being at the University of Michigan, there are high standards expected of students, and that's not a problem for me because I already hold myself to high standards. And I think that's been working out pretty well so far. I know when I came to the University of Michigan, I thought that I'd be studying either engineering, something to prepare me for law school, or maybe even pre-med. That's all my parents knew. And that's what they gave me that idea to study one of those three. But then I realized that, okay, definitely not pre-med, that's not for me. Engineering, maybe, but I definitely had an interest in politics and economics. So that basically propelled my interest in business. And I'll be starting my career at Goldman Sachs in New York in the investment banking division. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Either I stay within finance, I could see myself going to nonprofit, see myself in being a teacher at some point, but I'm excited to start my career there. I just think it's just one of the best jobs that a young professional can start out in because of the great responsibility that you get early on. Even though the hours can be brutal, but you learn so much within those hours that you're working. You're dealing with some of the most high-level people at these corporations. You're learning how these companies work so you can give them better advice. That's the kind of stuff that interests me. And I think all the skill sets that I learn at Goldman, I think will definitely help me out if I do decide to go a different route. Definitely what drives me to be successful is to just so that one day, just continue to help out my family here in the States and back in Nigeria. Most of them are in Nigeria. And not only that, but just my, I guess almost even extended family, my community, being from Detroit, I just want to give back in whatever way possible because there have been so many people within my community, whether it be teachers, neighbors, who have just always looked out for me, saw something in me that I didn't see. And I really appreciate that confidence that they gave me for me to be achieving what I have achieved so far. I think one of the most meaningful things that I've done on campus throughout my almost 4 years now is working with a group called Preparation Initiative. It helps college freshmen who want to apply to the business school who might come from either underrepresented or non-traditional backgrounds. So we have a lot of students who are underrepresented minorities, students who are international students who are from a rural community in the middle of Michigan who has no connections, no idea of what there is that's offered in business. It's just so rewarding. I mean, I was part of this program my freshman year, and I remember my mentor, his name is Kyle Cash, from Trenton, Michigan, this white guy. I thought we didn't have anything in common, but I mean, I learned so much from him, and I really owe him a lot for where I'm at today. So I do my best to pay it forward and help other people who are in my position. I guess the biggest thing that I took away from my mentor was the fact that I can do so much. I just have to apply myself. I have to, work hard about it, but I just have to feel confident too. And that's what I try to do with a lot of my work. And I could definitely say about at least overall, my experience at the University of Michigan has been one of the greatest experiences that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. I mean, the people that I've met, the groups that I've been a part of, I don't know if I would have been able to experience any of it at any other place, but of course, not every place is perfect. And, I've dealt with, a fair share of, just unfortunate situations where I've, had to confront someone for, saying something that's inappropriate, or, just something bigoted or racist that they might have said or assumed. And I've definitely confronted that, or have, dealt with that during my time at Michigan. And it's not always easy. I can honestly say that. It's not always easy being a black male on campus, but I think that just, that's sort of life in general, because I'm always going to be black forever, and I'm always going to have to be dealing with people who might have negative thoughts already about me. And I've dealt with my fair share, and I think I know how to deal with those kinds of problems going forward. If I had one piece of advice to give to whatever minority student coming in, I would just remind them to don't ever stoop to the levels that some people might stoop to. And I mean, it can be very easy, especially in the heat of the moment, when you just hear something and you get so pissed off. Of course, call it out whenever you do see it, but be respectful about it. But definitely don't be afraid to speak out against anything that you think isn't right. My parents are from Nigeria, and they're from the Igbo tribe. And so my parents would go on these conferences, these worldwide, or like where Igbos who are in diaspora or outside of Nigeria, they get together, and, they talk about causes for the Igbo people. It was a couple of rabbis who came, and was talking about how they were talking about how the Igbo tribe, those from the Igbo tribe, could be Jewish. But I think my family, we're as Catholic as they come, so that's I don't buy too much into that. But I just thought that was funny, so I use it as an icebreaker whenever I go to a party with a lot of my Jewish friends. So yeah, I could be Jewish.